Alright, let's have a look at one of the indicators that are out there and common to the MT4 platform called the Bollinger Bands. And what you see in front of you here, the grey lines on the chart there, are Bollinger Bands. Generally, what Bollinger Bands are just another form of EMAs calculated to a specific deviation. And so you have the top Bollinger Band here, as you can see, there's the top one. You have the median, which is the middle Bollinger Band, which is halfway between the other two, and it's calculated literally halfway between them. So, and you have the bottom Bollinger Band as well. So what do we use the Bollinger Band for? Well, it's usually termed a leading indicator, which means that the Bollinger Band gives us an idea of what's going to happen with price before it actually happens. And this is true to some extent, and I'll show you in a little while why that is true. It's also called a volatility indicator because it gives you an indication of the amount of volatility. As you can see how close the three Bollinger Bands are together here. What that tells you is that there's very little volatility in the market. But if you look at this section here, how far the top of the band is away from the bottom and so on, it gives you an indication, a lot of volatility. So at a glance, you can see the volatility of the market just by looking at the Bollinger Bands. So why is it called a leading indicator? Well, if you have a look, for instance, when you get the bands close together, this little area here is called a Bollinger Band squeeze, and that's when the bands get very close together. When the bands are close together and one of the bands opens up, as you can see here, it'll generally do that before a breakout or before a large move happens. And so if you're going to get a move anywhere from 15 to 20 to even 300 pips, the Bollinger Bands generally tend to open up before that move happens or while the move is happening. So as you can see, the Bollinger Band was flat here at the top. It opened up on the very next candle, and guess what happens? Well, the price moves up and continues to move up. Again, here the Bollinger Band opened up and the price moved up. And so the Bollinger Bands gives us an indication of volatility, gives us an indication that the price might be moving. And when you see a Bollinger Band squeeze, it's generally a good idea to band your price, or put a band at the top like we see the black line and a band at the bottom to band the price or trap the price. And then you can wait for a breakout of that area when the Bollinger Band squeeze has a breakout by opening up to either the top or the bottom side. And that's pretty much how you use Bollinger Bands in your currency trading.